good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock and I'm going to be talking to at Marky Movement. That's at Marky Movement on Instagram. And I'm looking forward to getting to know him and meeting him and sharing his story with you guys, okay? So I'm going to add him now and then we're going to ask him some questions. It's going to be fun.
Sorry, just flip that over.
Oh, we're in the gym. Yay!
Hey,
Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you, man.
Oh, likewise.
Let me just bring this back a bit.
Yeah, let me just this.
Yeah, good to see you. How's your day been?
Everything is good. I mean, I just been perusing your content, and I absolutely love what you do. Like, you're really pushing. Yeah.
Oh, thank
you. I don't know if you realize this, but you do. I mean, I work as a healthcare provider, but you're pushing primary prevention, believe it or not, prevention of disease.
Oh, thank you.
My health and lifestyle. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's because I'm meeting people like you. Do you know what I mean? You do so much for the industry and for people's health and well-being. And I feel like people like us need to be seen and spoken about, you know, because then it could help others. So thanks for that, Marc.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Could you tell us who you are and a bit about what you do?
Yeah, sure. So a little bit, my name is Marc. I am born Filipino, Hawaiian, living here in the States pretty much all my life. Yeah, and I really am really deeply in my roots. I think that, you know, what started out in terms of my passions were driven by my mother, my father. They're both in healthcare. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're both actually nurses. So, you know, I'm a nurse practitioner. So it's like a mid-level, but I did the whole nursing thing. And I still, you know, I'm very passionate about that. That's what I do from Monday to Thursday. And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I train people. So I'm also a certified personal trainer with a specification in strength and conditioning. So, yeah, and I love it. You know?
You can tell by your page that you love what you do. You can tell that you love your country. You know what I mean? Yes. You're very up with your culture, and it's beautiful country. And you see some beautiful views on your page as well. And it's Maui that you're from, right? Is it Maui?
No, I have family in Maui, but I go there pretty much every year.
Yeah.
Every year I'll go there, me and my family, got to bring the kid over, my wife, and just every year. Sometimes twice a year we go. But I'm based out of, I'm in Jersey right now.
In Jersey, so, so if anyone wants to book your services, they have to go into your DMs, and it's got to be based in Jersey,
Exactly. They can just DM me. I do free health consultations, fitness consultations, everything like that. So we pretty much cover everything from fitness to health counseling. Because nowadays, I don't know if you know, but the obesity rates, that's out of control. The statistic is 40, closing on 50% in the United States by 2030. In UK, believe it or not, you guys are actually a little bit better than us.
Yeah.
I think you guys are at like a 30% obesity rate.
Because we don't have good food. There's no good food over here. That's why.
But how is it though? Like, I gotta really stop by one time and
yeah, you should. You should come. I think you would like it, but make sure you come when it's like between May and August, so then you got some sun. Because when you come when it's cold,
I hate the cold. I can't get used to it.
It's cold over here. It's really cold.
I'm in the East Coast now, but it's really it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's summertime. The winter times are unbearable. So yeah.
Yeah, I love the sun as well, man. I love the sun. So originally, what made your parents move to America? How come you've gone forwards and back? Was it like for work?
Well, pretty much, you know, they were from the Philippines too, so I'm of Philippine descent, but pretty much for work. That's what it is. It all boils down to make more money in States, you know, to really provide for us, you know. Yeah. But they did pretty well. I mean, I think I have a brother, and, you know, he's an occupational therapist. He also has aspirations. Yep, he's in Texas. He actually moved to Texas. He has aspirations to open up pretty much his own gym too. So he's actually also a trainer, actually a CrossFit trainer.
Would you send him send his page to my DMs after this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, thank you, because that's great. Oh, amazing. Yeah. So health and fitness is your profession. You do nursing 4 days a week, and then you're doing coaching. So your whole lifestyle is just based around health and fitness.
Yeah, and it all ties together. You know, quite frankly. I was touching upon it a while ago. Primary prevention. It's prevention of disease. You know, that's the number one thing. And a lot of people don't understand. And believe it or not, I believe in the future. The future of the doctor's office is going to be a gym.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It has to be. Do you know what? I've never heard that before, but that's a really good idea. It makes sense.
Because the rates, look at the rates of obesity, look at the rates of hypertension, diabetes.
Yeah.
They're all linked. And what is the number one thread? The number one common denominator is the doctors will teach you, your healthcare providers, your mid-level providers, your nurse practitioners, your PAs, your doctors will say, diet and exercise. That's the script. But then where do you go from there? What direction do you have? Okay, I'm going to have a diet and exercise. And then here, have this medication prescribed to you. Okay? And then believe it or not, they rely on the medications. The patients rely on the medications as a little crutch, as their only crutch, not knowing that they have the power to change. They just need direction. And that is why the future of healthcare really should be centered around primary prevention. Prevention of disease, exercise, diet should be priority.
Yeah,
so we can
all of it. Yeah, and the doctors, I feel like some doctors are really good, but a lot of doctors do tell you to get prescriptions. Do you prefer health? Do you prefer like herbs, a healthy nutrition lifestyle, than prescriptions?
Alternative holistic approaches, yes, of course. You know. Herb like ashwagandha I use frequently, you know, almost like all around medication back in the Eastern medicine that would, you know, cure everything, you know. You know, quite frankly, I'm big into supplements too. You know, supplementation is important. So like vitamin D, for instance. How many of us are getting vitamin D really? The sun.
Yeah. I have to take supplements for that.
Yeah. I don't knock supplements. Supplements are very important, quite frankly, right? Because we're part of what we have 9-to-5 jobs, right? We have to work, we have to provide. We're indoors. A 9-to-5 job, probably in an office setting. Yeah. What sunlight are we getting?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What sun, and you need vitamin D to be able to absorb calcium.
Yes.
Strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Vitamin D is also linked to depression, lack of vitamin D, and also it's good for your immune system.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of deficiencies, and I don't know if you know this, but you know, during the COVID times, at the height of COVID, the sort of COVID cocktail included vitamin D3. You know, in that cocktail.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know that in there.
Vitamin D. Yes.
I thought it was poison. I'm joking.
No. Vitamin C, you need a good amount of, you know, all the B complexes, all these vitamins are important, you know, because things like, I don't bash certain diets, really. All power to you. Like keto diets, there's a rhyme and a reason for that. Like ketogenic diets, they work, right? Let's say if you had diabetes, for instance, where your insulin resistance was an issue. You want to improve insulin sensitivity. A ketogenic diet short-term definitely could work. Yeah. You know? But a balanced diet will always, nothing will ever trump a balanced diet.
But then if they go back, if they go from a keto and then they go back to how they eat again, they're gonna get the same results again, isn't it? They're gonna have to start all over again.
I don't think so.
Can they do keto forever?
Well, there's a debate on that, but I've seen people that can live on keto forever, but quite frankly, I always believe in a balanced diet. The ketogenic diet will get you results. Yes. You switch to a different type of delivery of nutrients. So instead of using carbs as your primary energy source, you're using fat burning. Yeah. And quite frankly, there's a lot of studies that show that it actually works better in terms of how you feel, energy, gumption, how you're thinking, all these things, you know? So, you know, there's a lot of studies that go either way, but quite frankly, I believe in a balanced diet.
Yeah. Big Graphic said, Marc helped me to take a holistic approach to health overall. His approach is awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's the way it is. Yeah.
That's a good testimonial. I love that.
That's one of my clients, actually, who's on the Yeah, so the guy who just commented, when I talk about fitness, so when I train this guy that just commented, he is one of my biggest inspirations. Some of the people that I train happen to be some of my patients.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I met Sandeep as a patient. I met Sandeep, this guy that just commented. Sandeep, hey, what's up, guy? He's the biggest inspiration of my life, and I think he could be on your show. I think he should really be on your show.
Send your brother and send Deep graphics.
I will.
As well. Yeah,
I will.
I'll definitely message them because that's beautiful, man.
Because what he has taken is an overall. He used to, I think he was 300 plus pounds. Now he's down to 200. He's almost there. He literally gets it. He gets it. He gets the philosophy of diet, exercise, off meds. See? Exactly.
Well done, man. We're really proud of you. So you're all about spreading happiness, health, fitness, motivation, content.
Yes.
Who would you say inspires you on your journey when you was a child, a teen, and an adult?
Great question. So,
thank you.
Who really inspired me was my mom and dad, obviously our foundation. But what inspired me to get into fitness? That was your question?
No,
it was actually
what inspired you? What inspired you to spread, like, what inspired you to be in this industry? When you was a child, it was your parents, but when you was a teenager, what was it then? And when you became an adult, what was your inspiration then?
Gotcha. So when I was a teenager, it was actually a bad breakup that inspired me to work out.
Oh.
So I was a scrawny kid, you know, pretty much playing video games and whatnot. And then obviously a bad breakup happened, and, you know, I needed an outlet to try to improve a lot of things. My mental health was in dismay, and I used working out, as I still do, as a mental outlet. Yeah. Because sometimes, you know, I suffered from depression. Same. I am 100% proud to say that I am depression free. Yeah, same. So I used working out as a way to really to be my medicine for that. Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't understand that having that weight on you is also causing a lot of mental changes. And quite frankly, when you work the body, you work the mind. Yeah. Yes. And kind of vice versa too. Yeah. Mind over matter. It's true. There's actually, he's from the UK, Sir Charles Lyell. He coined the term mind over matter. He was a geologist from the UK, actually coined that term. Mind over matter. That is fact. It's fact. Yeah. The mind shows everything. So who inspires you as an adult other than your Grayson? Well, my son and my wife. I know. The way you love your son makes me love him. It makes me love him, and I don't even know him. I'm a family man, first and foremost. Yeah, I love that about you, man. Yeah, I would say my faith, and also just where my roots, coming from the islands, you know, hence why the mana movement, because the mana means energy. Yeah. It's a life force of energy that we all have. It could be superhuman. It could be any type of energy, but we all have that. Yeah. And we need to kind of circulate that energy, because nowadays, we got a lot of bad energy coming around, right? Yeah. So I believe there should be no route for, you know, all this negativity. We need sometimes, you know, some type of motivation to kind of get through. And that's why the workouts that I do, they're meant to motivate people that have never worked out. I'm not trying to cater towards the tough bodybuilders. I applaud them. I'm not trying to cater towards the top CrossFitters or anything like that. Or anyone. My job is, if I can touch someone who has never ever picked up a weight, who has never even considered themselves deemed worthy by society and or their friends, that is my job. And that is my job, to improve your health. And I love what I do. From a standpoint of what I do from Monday to Thursday, working in the office as a nurse practitioner, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, working, training clients and my patients. Yeah. There's no better. Yeah, you're living a dream. I would love to live like that. I love what I do, and I get people on the side. So it's like, and in between sessions, I get to babysit, because I have my home gym here. It's my home gym. Let me see a little bit of the gym. Yeah. Well, it's kind of dirty, but it's okay. Guys, you can book him and go to his gym. Look. Woo! Oh, that's lovely, man. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, so, yeah, thank you for that. So, yeah,
The
what I was
logo,
saying
you got the
before,
logo there.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it. That's you on the beach, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually, on the beach in Maui.
Yeah, I thought
So
there's a picture on your Instagram and you've just darkened it. Yeah,
that's definitely from Maui. But I
beautiful.
think the third thing that you said, the third thing that really inspired me was, I get the energy from the islands. So every time I go back to Hawaii, it's always replenishing my energy.
Recharge.
I love Hawaii. I love where I'm from in terms of, I love the Philippines. I haven't been there in a while, but I love my roots. As that's what I'm ingrained with, and that's why the energy that I have is from my roots. Really, it's nothing but
You can
positive
see
energy.
it. You see the
Yeah.
Maui, is that the guys who wear the tattoos and do the, is that the
The
guys who,
hakas, yeah,
yeah?
that's actually originated from New Zealand, but yeah, Maori tribe, yeah, they do that too. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do
do it
that.
as well. Because
They
when
do it.
you're doing, I was going to say, you're qualified as a landmine coach. So when you're
Yes,
doing with the T-bar, when you're like,
yeah, that's another thing.
I love when you're doing that. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm excited. And when I go to gym, I'm going to gym later today. I'm
yeah.
definitely going to use that. I'm going to try
Check
it.
out their page. Check out their page,
Yeah, I
Landmine
did.
University. It's a whole system, quite frankly.
I
So I'm
know.
gonna send you the details. It's a whole system, and you want to talk about changing it up for your clients. So the different clientels that I have some patients, some that are novice. They've never worked out in their life. I have athletes. I kind of coach the basketball team, local basketball team here, the high school team. I coach one soccer. This kid, he's amazing. He's probably going to be the future Ronaldo, but it's all used for core-driven movement, using principles of your spine.
Yeah,
So
that's
believe it or not,
amazing.
we think of us as we can't move without our legs. Do you think that's true?
No.
You think if I cut off your legs, you'll be able to move somehow?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should be able to move.
How are you going to move yourself? How would
I'm
you
going to
think you
use
would
my
do it?
arms. I'm going to use my arms to move.
That's a part of it. But also your spine is developed in a way, your lumbar curvature is developed in a way where you can actually move and use your spine to actually propel yourself for locomotion.
Okay,
That
yeah.
the Landmine University stuff that I do is based on actually a principle from called the spinal engine theory. So that is just based on basically using your spine in core-driven movement to move. So if I were to take your legs and cut them off, you'd be able to move still like a snake because you're using your spine to
Yeah.
move. All right, and that whole system is just phenomenal. And quite frankly, I think once you see that page, and I'll probably connect you to the coach because
That's the first page that I've seen where their training's not like what everyone else is doing. It seems more technical, more about the core.
yes, it's unconventional training to the point where it's functional though. Rotational, you're moving on a rotational axis, right? And you're developing more torque. So in a lot of sports, it translates over to sports, wrestling, baseball, anything that develops in terms of you being more locomotive, more explosive movements because you're using your core, your obliques, and I'm telling you, it's one hell of a workout. You'll be more explosive, you'll be more functional, and it kind of looks cool.
Yeah,
So,
I saw a class of you guys with another guy with dreads, long dreads, black
yeah,
guy, and everyone was sweating. Everyone was like, everyone's just going in and sweating, and the focus is amazing, and everyone's supporting each other. And I would love to do a class, And what do your clients say about you?
Well, I would like to say,
These graphics, tell us some stuff.
well, my clients, they see me mostly as I would say, a motivator. That's my whole job, and they're learning something. So what we do here is also catered towards the client itself. So I don't care, I have different clients. Like I said, what is your goal? I have one client that literally said, I want to fit in my, so my daughter's getting married this fall. I want to fit in the dress. And I almost don't want to go to see my daughter getting married because I can't fit in the dress. So something simple like that, goals. If you have a goal, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Very cliche, but And I have some clients that do it for sports. They have a sport, they want to be more explosive, great. I have some people that literally traditionally want to lose weight because their doctors literally are saying, if you don't lose weight, you will end up in the gutter, in the ground.
Yeah.
Attention, diabetes, going back to that, the connection. So everyone has a purpose for wanting to work out. The goal is trying to get your foot in. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
My job is to facilitate that through motivation, continual motivation of clients. Sometimes I keep telling people, you know, your biggest enemy is really yourself. It really is, because it's all in the mind. If you believe you can do it, I quite frankly, anything is possible. The most cliche thing you could say, but it's the most true thing is you can say.
Yeah.
Same thing, mind over matter.
Yeah, mind over matter all the time.
If you fix the body, you'll fix the mind.
Trust me. If you fix the mind, you'll fix your body as well.
Yes.
So it's like vice versa, like you said. D Graphic, he said that he's a positive force in life. He supports us to reach our goals. Oh, I love
he's
that.
One of my favorites. And he's
He's what?
He's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah,
like,
your favorite.
You need to have him on your show.
You're not allowed to have favorites, Marc.
You need to have him on your show. He's an
inspiration. I would love to have him on my show. You started posting your workouts from December 2018. That's when you got online. But I feel like you've been working out way before that. The structure to how you've started posting, I feel like from this year, January, how you're posting is very effective. Like, I want to pay attention to what you're doing now, because you've got these videos of you on the T-bar showing people stuff they've not really done on the T-bar. Will we be seeing more of that this year?
100%. 100%. And the reason why I wasn't so, adamant with in 2018, just going forward with it, I had all this knowledge, but I was just lazy with social media, and I was very busy. I was working really 7 days a week with my other job. And then literally this past year, when I moved into this new location, I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to kind of chase my passion. I have a lot of patients that are saying, because when I would see patients, they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Do you recommend a trainer? Do you recommend a gym? And I would say, I can help you. I'll send you these workouts. Right? And it just started from there. And then it also started because I also had certifications that I never used. Like I was a master personal trainer before then. And
you need to shove it in our face. I think you need to shove that all in our face this year. Show us everything that you're doing. I even want to see how you and your family live. I want to see like a YouTube channel where I want to see you go into the fun fair with Grayson, because you're an amazing father. You love your family. It shows. And your lifestyle seems very interesting and very fun. And I would love to see more of like you guys going on a family trip, or just, I don't know. I just feel like, you're very entertaining, and you're only giving us little bits, but I want loads more. So those videos that you're doing this year, they need to keep it coming, because they're so motivating, and like it's just great quality content. Do you know what I mean?
I will. And quite frankly, you're not the only person to say that, but my family's important, right? And you're probably going to see more of that. There's something cooking, actually.
I hope so. I can't wait. I'm going to get my son to watch.
And then what I wanted to say in terms of what you're doing, like, quite frankly, it's phenomenal. Like, when I looked at your page and I see...
You're going to make me shy.
No, you have to understand where I'm coming from. I give me goosebumps because nobody gets it. People do not get it. You have control over your health, your life. People just need that push. The motivation. And stories need to be heard. You know what I mean? And when I'm seeing you interviewing these people, my favorite person that you've interviewed is Big Darkness 59.
I love him as well. I love him.
That guy is amazing.
He's a lovely guy,
And his story, like him also training his clients, he's sitting in his 60s, right? His whole family's fit. Oh man, that guy, that guy, I'm really.
Check out at Muscle Dragon. At Muscle Dragon, his story. At Muscle Dragon, his story is so inspirational, and he's the first guy that I interviewed this year, And he's someone who sticks in my mind because his story is so powerful. So check him out. Tell me what you think about him. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You practice quite what's your favorite training style? Because you do quite a few. You like gymnastics, you do MMA.
Yeah, so the coin mana and movement, obviously the energy part, but the movement comes from, we are not tied down to one set of movement, right? So by that sense, I practice everything. So I used to bodybuilding. My favorite right now, I always will be a kettlebell person. That is my bread and butter. I always feel as though all you need is one kettlebell to complete the exercise. That's it. I have one client that I'm teaching via Zoom. She's like, do I have to buy this? Do I have to buy that? What about the squat rack? I was like, no, just buy a kettlebell. Yeah. And we'll take it from there. That's it. That is it. That's all you need is one kettlebell.
Yeah. And that is my bread and butter. All you need is a kettlebell.
Yeah, and then obviously the landmine training, all these modalities are kind of unconventional training I fell in love with, even steel mace. I don't know if you've seen me in the videos with almost like a steel handle with a ball end to end. That's called a steel mace. I do steel mace training too. Oh, you're going to love that. I'm going to send you that.
Yeah, that looks difficult. That sounds difficult.
It is very difficult, but very pleasing too, because also what you're doing is not only getting a good workout, but you're also expressing yourself. No, there's this guy. His name is Leo Savage. He's a savage. I'll send you the information.
Yeah.
He takes it to another level where you're actually creating movements with the steel mace, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's one guy you probably need to have in your interview 100%.
I would love to. I want to interview everyone.
Yeah.
If I can.
I also dabble with CrossFit. That's my little. I love doing it. I do it like once a week, but. And then the traditional bodybuilding, I kind of swayed a little bit away from because it's hard, A, and B, it kind of develops inconsistencies though, because we're isolating certain muscles. I don't want to isolate any muscles.
Yeah, and you look like a ninja bodybuilder, warrior, dad, PT, coach, man. Yeah. That's what you look like on your page, all those things.
Sure.
You look like you could do stunts.
I don't want to because I don't want to get her. I'm too old for that. But
no, you're not. Sure. You're not too old. There's a video. Of you. What's the video? I think you're on the beach, and there's another one where you're holding a T-bar, but you're jumping high. You got one knee. You're jumping really high off the ground. I'm like, this guy could be a stunt man. He could do stunts.
Actually,
really good.
I know what video you're referring to. That day I had to ice my whole right leg. I think I got hurt that day. So
listen, you was flying. I was like, wow, man, that's awesome. So you met. I just have to mention this, guys. I saw a picture on Marc's page, and he's sitting on the Forrest Gump chair. That's one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Was that the real Forrest Gump chair?
I don't think so. It was actually taken at a bubblegum shrimp in Hawaii. I don't know.
Oh, I was all jealous, like, oh, I want to sit there. Okay, I'll put with Forrest Gump. I love that film. Okay, let's move on. So what's your personal goals for this year? Can you share them with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, personal goal for me is really to expand the fitness part of it. I would love to, really take this almost passively. So I'm developing. Someone's developing an app. Yeah, somebody's helping me develop an app where basically the certain workouts I'm like filming. Actually, I'm filming right now in terms of like
workouts. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, so he's really helping me with that graciously, and that might take some time.
Do you do online training?
I do.
Online? Yeah. Okay.
Yep, online health consultations too. So we go over the whole nine.
It's so if I wanted to book you from the UK, I could train with you?
Absolutely. Zoom allows Zoom allows for like 45 minutes. Sometimes it shuts off, but I'm going to buy the business part of it, so it's going to be a full whatever. But I do that. And also the most important thing is health consultations too. So we can do that as well. Talk about your whole health in terms of diet, supplementation, even the importance of sleep. Not that many people sleep, right?
Yeah.
Underrated. You need to get at least 6 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. I don't care how in shape you are. When do you think you make muscles? Do you think you make it when you're eating or working out?
Yeah.
No.
When you're resting. Yeah. When you're resting, baby. Okay. And where do you aim? Yeah. Well, you just told me where you aim to take it, and I feel like I would want to see you on YouTube. I want to see I want to see you on YouTube as well as Instagram, because I believe you should have more followers because of the knowledge you have, the content you create, and the things that you're doing in your community. So if anyone sees this, can you tell all your followers, guys, to follow Marc, because it's very informative information, and we need people like you. You know what I mean? Yeah. We do. So yeah, tell me about becoming a father. How did that change your view on life and your training?
Becoming a father, well, it made me work harder, and it actually made me work out early in the morning. I'll wake up 4 a.m. to work out to get it over with, because I used to work out at night, and I felt as though it was taking away time from my family. So what I said to myself, wake up 1 hour early so that you can live 1 hour more.
Yeah.
So I literally wake up every 4 in the morning thank God I have my garage gym, and I'll literally just do my thing. And it has pushed me to have more time. I feel like I have more time now, which is great. So I have more time for my family, and it makes me a better father because I have more energy now for him. I can play with him. I'm functional.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about being achy. You know, I can't carry you, Grayson, because my back hurts. No. It allowed me to be a better father because
you pushed a pram up the hill with your son. He don't have no issues with you. Yeah. I see you walking up. There was no end to the hill. I couldn't see the top.
Yeah.
And you just say like, oh, pushing it up the hill.
My wife was like, maybe we should go around, right? And I was like, no, just up the hill. You know? Just go up the hill.
I know she's there with the camera, probably like, gosh. Way up this hill. But yeah, go on. That was amazing.
Your family is pretty much what drives, faith, family, what drives my workouts. So what you see in the video is what you get in all those workouts, the blood, the sweat, tears. And when I work out,
it's real.
There's intensity behind it, and that's done on purpose.
Yeah.
Because when I work out, I'm letting out the emotion of the day. In my workouts, whether it be sadness, whether it be I had a tough time my job yesterday, whether it be I had a death, a friend who died recently, and I let out all those emotions in my workout. That's what I use, that energy. You have to channel the energy towards something positive. Channel it towards, because a lot of people will channel the energy towards something else, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Alcoholism, I've been through it. Alcoholism, weight gain, when you're sad, let me just grab the McDonald's, right? Because it's easier. But,
it's easier to do the wrong thing.
Put yourself in uncomfortable positions where, you can't retreat from, basically.
Yeah.
And then you'll see yourself grow. You definitely will. Yeah,
I agree. Matchman88 said, I need this information. I love that. What do you think the fitness industry needs?
More realism, basically more motivating others. Quite frankly, there has to be a lot more inspiration towards people. You have to inspire. Well, like I said, I'm trying to reach the person who's never worked out before, doesn't know how to work out. And if I can inspire that person, then I've done my job. More people need to kind of, inform other types of people, someone who is, like a video gamer, or someone who is not really working out. Reach that person, tell him the quality of working out, what it does for you, what it does for your health, so that it could improve you maybe playing video games a little bit more
longer,
So there needs to be more information on primary prevention. How can I prevent disease? How can I make my health better? Because if you work on yourself, that is no better investment. Like, I know I love people. I don't love cars, but you know how the people, like, they're into cars, fine-tuning their engine, right?
Yeah.
Well, treat your body as a car. Yeah. Fine-tune your car, your engine.
Yeah, MOT.
Because if you take care of that, it'll run you a long time, right?
Yeah,
and
I totally agree.
Yeah, the goal is to be able to live long so that you can see your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and then your great-great-grandchildren. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's my goal as well. My great grandkids they're gonna come out with abs when they're born.
Yeah, you're intense. Like, listen, I got to book a session with you. Like, seriously.
I would love to train with you. I'll be dead. What's that one there? That move that you do there?
Yes.
Oh, I love it so much, but it would kill me. Yeah. What do you think the industry needs to get rid of? What would you take away from the industry?
All these bad advertising certain products that are not good. Like, what I see is, like, I see someone become a brand ambassador of a product, which is good because you're helping yourself, but don't push misinformation because there's a lot of bad products out there that should not be pushed.
Yeah.
There's some products that have like, for instance, caffeine. I'm all for caffeine, right? But there's a limit. Actually, there's a study that shows 300 milligrams of caffeine is perfect, is good, actually good for the heart. But then there's some of these products that have, like, overloaded with stimulants and all these things you don't need, and they think that that's what's going to help them, get to their goal. When it's not, you should not rely on that. Nothing beats diet, discipline, and working out.
Yeah,
that's
it's true. I had an argument. There was a lady that I really looked up to online, and she's like a trainer on Instagram. I followed her. And earlier this year, she was promoting a caffeine product, and I was like, what? So I kind of sent a message to her saying, I'd never thought you would be someone who would kind of promote these sort of products, knowing the background of the product. And then she kind of really attacked me in the comments, and she got really defensive. And I was thinking, no, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to be like, really, is that what you're trying to feed me as a follower who's showing? Because I wouldn't take that, because I can see that it's dangerous.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's what she wanted to do, and I just don't think people like that need to be in our industry.
No, because it's promoting false misinformation. It's misinformation, quite frankly. And we have quite enough of it already.
Yeah, and some of them don't even take the supplements themselves.
Don't even take. I mean, I take a supplement called, I take some caffeine sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll take C4. I actually like that stuff, but it's the good amount of caffeine to the limit. Yeah. But some things are just like, I don't know. Like, if you look at the ingredient list, I'm like, why is this even out there? Obviously there's no oversight over it. So, that we as fitness influencers have to also sift through the bullshit and also tell our followers that, listen, I'm promoting this product, but I don't necessarily take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we need honesty.
Honesty is the best policy, but quite frankly, you're not going to see it.
It's true. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up because I know you got a client straight after here. Give me some advice before we go for people who are interested in your industry, the nursing industry, and people who are training to become PTs and nurses. What do they need to know?
So, quite frankly, you have to have a passion for it, and if you want to get into the health industry, I believe it's the best investment possible. But what you need to know is that it's not all flowers and roses and everything like that. You need to really put in your hard work. It's a lot of studying, at least for, where I went through nursing and nurse practitioning school. But it is possible, and we need more of you guys. We need more of because doctors are getting bombarded. So that's why there's physician's assistants, there's nurse practitioners that can help push and help solve that shortage of healthcare providers, right? But then as a healthcare provider, once you actually become one, now you have the power to change someone's life. My advice to someone who is a nurse or is a nurse practitioner or a doctor, please do not rely on medications. Concentrate and promote preventative healthcare, exercise, diet. Also, learn about it. Learn a thing or two about it. Become a beacon of, when you have to promote health promotion, basically. So basically, practice what you preach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practice what you preach. Okay. Well, I've got to run. Someone keeps calling me, and it's so annoying. Well, it was an honor to talk to you, Marc. I'm so grateful. I hope you have a great day. Say hi to Grayson and your wife for me.
I will.
And I will keep in touch. And everything you post, I'm going to share it. Okay?
All right.
All right. Have a good day. Take care.
It was a pleasure. Take care, Bella. Keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Bye.
Bye.